Tom Cruise is extremely mean to people.
Put your manners back in.
We are creating thousands of jobs.
His colleagues constantly complain about how inappropriate he is now.
People who knew Tom before he was fully brainwashed say that he was a sweet and loving person.
Sometimes his behavior is completely out of hand. The actor's former manager, Eileen Berlin, said that he once threw an album at her. The incident happened on Tom's 19th birthday. Berlin presented him with an album of teen magazine articles written about him, and that pissed him off. Tom had told me he considered himself an adult, not a teen idol. He threw the album hard at me, and it hit me on the cheek. Berlin claims Cruise has always had a terrible temper. She recalled how once in a restaurant, he refused to speak to his waitress. The waitress asked him, "Aren't you one of the actors?" Tom said to us, "Please tell her not to ask me any questions. I'm still in character." A similar nasty situation happened years later on the set of Top Gun: Maverick. According to Insider, lots of the US Navy members were very mad at Tom because of his behavior. One of them wrote on Facebook, "Tom Cruise was really on our ship, telling the crew not to talk or look at him." Even his Mission Impossible 2 co-star wasn't very complimentary about him. Then Dewey Newton even described her working experience with Tom as a nightmare. She said she was very scared of Cruise and that their working process was a real shame. Tom was a very dominant individual, and I think he has this sense that only he can do everything as best as it can be done. Cruise's arrogant behavior was also reported by his friends. The actress Leah Remini witnessed him once lash out while he was baking cookies. Yes, Tom was pissed off at his assistants because they hadn't prepared prepackaged cookie dough for him. "Guys, where's the cookie stuff?" Remini recalled his words. "God damn it! Can I just get the stuff for the cookies, guys? Get in the present time is what you need to do." And Remini told another unpleasant story about Cruise. According to the actress, Tom insulted his assistant for serving him a drink in a chipped coffee mug. "You serve me tea in a chipped mug? Do you know who gets served with a mug that's chipped? DBs." DBs referred to degraded beings, which according to Tom's religion means degraded spiritual being. While some people think these stories are fake, a bunch of Tom's outbursts have been captured on camera. Like the time Cruise brutally insulted a prankster for squirting water on him. The incident happened during the promotion for War of the Worlds, and instead of letting it go, Tom decided to push it to the limit. Cruise's crew even reported the case to the police. Luckily, everything ended with an apology, but it wasn't the only time Tom's aggressive behavior was documented. He was soon involved in 2 more scandals. The first one was with Brooke Shields. Tom Cruise publicly called her irresponsible for using antidepressants to treat her postnatal depression. The insulted actress didn't hesitate to answer back, saying that Tom should stick to saving the world from aliens. Fair enough. But unfortunately, Tom didn't stop there. When he appeared on Today, he only made things worse.
Psychiatry is a pseudoscience. There is no such thing as a chemical imbalance.
Tom continued, saying that Shield should have taken vitamins and exercise to cure her postnatal depression. The second scandal happened a couple of weeks later. During Tom's interview for 60 Minutes Australia, he went pretty hard on the journalist for no good reason. A simple question about whether his ex-wife Nicole Kidman was the love of his life pissed Cruise off.
I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
And a couple of minutes later, when the interview ended, Tom behaved like nothing had happened.
It was terrific. Thank you.
It was terrific? God,
It was terrific.
Even after you told me to learn some manners.
There are many more stories about Cruise's bad temper, but what do you think the reason behind his inappropriate, aggressive behavior is? There's no way Tom's always been like that. Many people blame his religious beliefs. However, the actor only started his faith path in his early 20s, which means that Tom was traumatized much earlier, in his childhood. Indeed, it is well known that Cruise was raised by a horrible father who constantly humiliated him. He was a bully and a coward. The kind of person where, if something goes wrong, they kick you. Tom's struggles didn't end there. He was brutally hazed at school too, just for being different, talented, bright. Unfortunately, Cruise copied the distorted model of treating people. He had no other example. And on top of all that, he was also diagnosed with dyslexia.
I had what absolutely they defined as learning disabilities, dyslexia.
Nobody believed he would ever learn how to read, let alone become one of the biggest superstars in the world. Tom was offered psychiatric medicine to help with his disorder, but he found something better instead: his religion. Tom's biggest weapon is his spirit, his passion. Cruise has always taken himself very seriously. He is a true perfectionist, and he put that passion into movies. It's no secret that Tom's done most of his craziest stunts himself, even this one. He's incredibly demanding on himself and everyone else. Past colleagues were shocked at how seriously Tom took even the smallest and most ridiculous of his parts. For the comedic role of Les Grossman in Tropic Thunder, Cruise actually took hip-hop classes. Yes, just for this short dance.
Big man like me, no need for the telephone line. I got too much getting online.
None of us can fully understand how tough Tom's life has been, but one thing's for sure: he went through hell. And every day, Cruise tries his best to work on himself. Millions of fans truly appreciate that and inspire him to become a better man.